Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. From today onwards, we will start working on a machine learning project. Okay, now first let me tell you about the project. It's like in an organization, employees are suddenly leaving. So they want to know the reason behind their leaving. So they have hired you. Now your job is to find the reasons why employees are leaving. They provide you the data. Now your job is to find the reason, to find the hidden patterns from the dataset. And HR can take actions accordingly. Okay, now let's start the project. Okay, now I will do this project in Google Colab. First, we will do the project, then we will write the complete documentation. Next, we will upload this in GitHub so that you can share it with your recruiters as well. Okay, now let me show you. First, from clicking here, you have to just upload the dataset. I have my dataset in my downloads, like dataset for employee retention. It has been uploaded. Okay, let's start the project now. I'll write the steps also. First, I have to import the libraries. I am expecting that you know about the basics of Python and you have also idea about the machine learning algorithms. Otherwise, it is not possible. Okay, so import the libraries. Okay, let me first do that. Import numpy as np. What is NP? NP is the nickname of NumPy. You can give anything. What is NumPy? NumPy is the library. Import pandas as video. While doing the project, I will ask you many questions. So be ready to answer those. Okay. See, it has been executed. But I have to import many other things, but I will not import right now because I want to I import all those libraries when they will be needed so that they become clear to you that why we are importing those libraries. Okay. Next line. First, we have to upload the data set. How can I do it? df equal to pd dot. You try to say if you know csv. If you don't understand anything, please write in comment section. Okay. Now I have to give the file path. From here, just click on this, copy path, paste it, run it. See. Now let's check the data set. See how to check. df dot head. How many rows it will show? You can say by default it will show 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you give something else like 10, it will show you 10 rows from 0 to 9. Okay, so by default it shows 5. Otherwise, if you give any number, it will show that number of rows. Okay, see. Now, first you have to know about the dataset very well. First column is about satisfaction level of the employees. Okay, last evaluation, work performance, number of project, someone has worked in 2, someone has worked in 5 projects. This is the average monthly hours they have spent. Now for 3 years someone is staying, for 6 years, 4 years time spent. Work accident, is there any work accident? Is anyone has left? What is the promotion in last 5 years? In which department they are working? And whether their salary is low or medium is high. So we have all this data with us. Now our job is to find the reason behind their resignation. Fine. Okay. Now explore the dataset more by giving df dot shape. It will show us the number of rows and columns. This many rows we have and this many columns. Okay, let me first show you the data set also. See, this is the data set. This is what we have just seen. It's about the details of the employees. Okay, here you can just check this many. Just see, almost 15,000. Okay, so we have all this data. This is our CSV file. We have uploaded this file in our Google Colab and now we are just checking it. Okay, so here I have just seen it, how many rows and columns it contains. Now let's check df.info because we need to explore the dataset. See, here you can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 columns. Here also we have seen 10 columns. And also we have to check whether there is any null value or not. See, there is no null value. If there is any null value means missing value. If there is any missing value, then either we will try to fill it with some other values. That also depends on some methods, or we can simply delete those. But here it's kind of clear there is no null value. Okay, fine. So what are the steps we have done? Write the steps as well. Second step, we have to import the dataset. Third step, we have to explore the dataset, and that means we have to clean the dataset also. After we are done with the project, we will write comments about all these things also. Okay, so that if anybody sees your project, they can understand what is there inside the project. Okay, what is the project all about? Fine. Now we have to clean the dataset. Okay, just check df dot describe. Tell me what will be the output. See here, it shows you the statistics of the dataset. Like count, total how many, number of rows, mean, what is the mean value of the column, what is the standard deviation, what is the minimum value, percentile, 25, 50%, 75%, and what is the maximum value of that column. Okay, clear? So df.describe provides you the statistics of the dataset. Now tell me one thing. Here while writing save, I have not given any bracket, but while writing info, I have given a bracket. Why is that so? The interviewer may ask you a question. Do you know what is the reason behind it? Try to find. If you don't know, I will tell you later. Okay. Now see. Add. Now first check the column names. df.columns will show you the column name. See, satisfaction level, last evaluation, number of project, average monthly hours. Now here it is starting with a capital letter, but it is starting with a small letter. Here there is a spelling mistake. There is also a spelling mistake. So we will just make all these things correct. Now rename the columns by writing df dot rename columns equal to uh, second bracket. Okay. Now inside that, this one I want to make it in small. So satisfaction level. This way, satisfaction level will be simply renamed to this. This one will be removed to this one. Okay. Now, last evaluation. This one also we can change. So we can write last evaluation. Last evaluation. Make it small. Okay. Next, anything else you want to change? Number, project, average. This is a spelling mistake, so I can change it. Like column average monthly hours. Okay. Next, anything else you want to change? This one is a spelling mistake, so I want to change this to work accident colon work accident. This will be WORK. Fine. Anything else you want to change? Department. Okay. So just write department, department. Make it a small d. Fine. Now run it. Oh, okay. It's just a syntax error. I have not closed it. I think now it is. Now it must be fine. Now let me show you. Fine. See, this has been changed. Satisfaction level, last evaluation, number project, average monthly hours, time spent, left, years. Okay, fine. Now let's check whether they have changed or not. Okay, now see one thing. When it is showing you the output, that means it is run in temporary level, but the actual dataset is not set. Actual dataset is not changed. Let me show you. If I write df, then see what happens. See, it is not changed here. Nothing is changed. Okay, so this means it is changed temporarily. It has not affected the real dataset. So we have to write df equals to df dot rename. Now see, there is no output. That means it is done. Now let me run this one. See, this one has changed. So we can just check using columns also. See, satisfaction level, last evaluation, time spent company, work accident, left. Oh, department has not changed. We forgot to do that. Department. Yes, that's why. Okay, let me write this one too. Oh, sorry, made a mistake here. That's why it has not worked. Now I think it is fine. Let me show you here. Fine. Now we have just seen that there is no null values, but still we will check. df dot is na dot sum. Now see, this will show us that 0. That means there is no null value. Okay. No, we have checked because all the rows were filled up, so there was no null value. But if you want to check it by coding, you should do it by this way. Okay. Now check if there is any duplicated values because there may contain some duplicated values. So that may create a bias. So we will check by df dot duplicated dot sum. See, this many rows are duplicated. So we have to just simply remove this. Otherwise, they will create a problem. How to remove? df dot drop underscore duplicates if equals to first. Okay, now let me run this one. Just write this again like this one to check if there is any duplicated value or not. See here, number of rows has reduced. Previously it was 14,000, now it is 11,000. So almost 3,000 rows have deleted and there are almost 3,000 duplicated rows. Okay, so it has worked. But see here it is again showing that there is 3008 values. Why is that so? Because this change is for temporary. So to make it permanent, we have to write df equal to df.drop. Always make sure that when you change something permanently, that means when you change something in the data set, then output will not be shown. Simple. If output is shown, that means this is for temporary, for your visibility only. It has not impacted the old data set. Now here df.duplicated.sum, check 0. Clear? Now tell me why I have written keep equals to first. This is because so that you don't delete all the rows. There are 4 rows and if you delete all the rows then the data will be deleted. So you have to keep one data, the first data, and you want to delete the other 3 rows. Clear? So that's why I have written keep first. If there are more than one rows containing the same data, then the first row will be kept and the second rows will be simply deleted. Clear? So as of now, what are the steps we have done? Let's write them. First, import the libraries. We have imported. Next, we have imported the dataset. Now here we are exploring the dataset. We have cleaned df.info, df.describe, df.columns. We have renamed the columns. We have checked whether any missing value or not. These are all in part 3 only. See here, like checked for missing values. Second, check for duplicated values. Sorry, before that we did renamed the columns, not all the columns, the necessary columns, checked for duplicated values and deleted the duplicated, sorry, duplicated values. Okay, so as of now we have done all these things. Later on we will explore how to visualize the data. Okay, so we will do the next part in our later video. Okay, bye, happy learning.